Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Celestial Murmurs. Today, I've gotten you this yearly prediction reading for 2026. As always, I have three piles. Pile number one is the yellow star, pile number two is the pink star, and pile number three is the blue star. I've already pre shuffled the oracle cards. There are three decks that I have used. One is the Affirmators deck, one is the Moonology Tarot deck, and the third one is the Art Oracle. They would be signifying different things, and I would be telling on the way what each card signifies. We'll be seeing career, we'll be seeing love, and we'll be seeing your overall health for 2026. And through charms, we'll be seeing if there's any specific advice or guidance or any other messages that want to come through. So let's begin. Hello, pile number one. This is your pile if you chose the yellow star. So these are the pre-shuffled oracle cards that I had already taken out for you. Surprisingly, you're the only pile which has two of the affirmators tarot card, the oracle card, and two of the moonology card. No other pile has more than one card. So let's see. Maybe there's a special message for you. I don't know. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so your first card is from the Art Oracle deck. Sonia Delaunay. I am not sure how to pronounce it. Please forgive my pronunciation. There are like three symbols depicting three different things here. So the first one depicts the life of the artist, how the life of the artist was. The second one depicts the work of the artist, the pencil here. And the third one depicts the inspiration or the source of inspiration for the artist. Now, I'm using this particular deck to see what would be your overall energy in 2026. And since I am using this deck for like the second or third time only, so I'll be using the guidebook for this one. So let's see. I wish they mention the time period of the artist here, because all the artists in the booklet are arranged as per the time period, and it's a little bit hard to go through it. But here I found your artist. It says Sonia Delaunay was raised in St. Petersburg by educated money-bag relatives who supported her art education in Germany and Paris. Wooed by the Parisian avant-garde, Sonia stayed in the City of Light as revolution loomed over the country of potato. In Paris, Sonia married Robert Delaunay. Together, they helped develop Orphism, a cubism offshot defined by vivid colors and geometric shapes. The Russian Revolution left Sonia without cash flow from her family, so she supported herself with textile costume and fashion design in Madrid, no less experimental than her paintings. Sonia deftly showed that the applied arts are damn fine too. Okay, so she's a Ukrainian artist of the late 19th century. So, what I'm getting is you are going to experiment a lot, since the artist that came out for you was experimentalist, and not in the art sense, but in the sense that she was not afraid to try new things. Maybe you are going to be more open to trying new things, be more confident. You'd carry yourself and your personality, accepting who you are and not being afraid of portraying yourself as you are to the world. So here it says, don't live to 94 without founding an art movement. I feel you might get some leadership roles in your career, or maybe you would get situations where you get to lead in the year 2026. where you'd be in some sort of authority position, you'd be in control of something, you'd be responsible for something, you'd be given the power to arrange things or to carry on things as you want to, because somebody realizes that you're perfectly capable of it, even if you do not feel it. They would restore your confidence in yourself that you are perfectly capable of uh, of of being in charge. The practical should also be art. I feel this is going to be in a creative sense, that somebody realizes that you have creative potential that has not been tapped into, and this could be a senior of some sort, this could be a colleague of some sort that has more influence on your bosses than you do. So maybe they're helpful and they try to convince them that you have a creative side that could be put to use to help both you and your organization grow in some way or the other. Or if it's a personal venture, maybe your business partner realizes that you are going to, you know, you're going to be more beneficial if you are allowed to express your creative side. Entonces, does your geometry lack poetry? So, as we can see that all of her, since Cubism was an art movement that tried to break down um, ob- uh, living objects or living scenarios into geometric shapes so as to view them from different perspectives to add depth and perspective to it. So maybe you try and use simple and accessible and easily available ways to bring out the best in a situation or the best in something. So that is what is coming through as your personality. For the monology cards, I pulled them out with the intention to know what you need to learn or unlearn, so as to have a better year forward. So we have communication is key and luck is on your side. So if I feel like if you had some sort of ideas that you were afraid to bring forth to share with people around you because you were afraid that they won't be appreciated enough and that you would feel bad, do not worry. I think this creative card goes along with this. If you relay your information, if you relay your ideas, if you relay your intentions to better something, it would definitely help you get forward. So I feel like what you need to know, what you need to learn here is that sometimes you just need to have faith, trust, and move forward with trust and intention and not necessarily rely on the result or the outcome of a situation. So, and with the affirmators deck, we have messages for you for the year. I would be pulling tarot cards to see in depth how the year is going to be, but these are just the overall energies. So, okay. So the two cards from the affirmators tarot deck that you have are No Judgment and Story of My Life. The No Judgment card says, I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? How cute. And then the story of my life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story. Every character, no matter how wicked, is doing the best. And let me tell you, it'll be all worth it when I won the Pulitzer Prize for the best inner monologue. If you've heard seeing that card clearly, here is it. Here is the card now. So these are two really cute cards. I feel like what they want to like what message I'm getting through the cards is that if you even if your um, ideas or your creative ideas, creative inputs are rejected, or even if they are accepted, and like whatever the outcome is, you must at first put them out into the world, share it with other people. I mean, even like, see, like, even declining an idea or not accepting it is a form of active interaction, because declining an idea would also require listening to somebody. So even if it does not work out, even if it does not get selected, even if you're disheartened by it, you at least did try and approach and bring forth and basically try to give birth to something that was in your mind, and that in itself is something that increases confidence, which which is required for the year to. So if your idea is rejected once or twice or thrice, you'd always be better by improving it, and the next time you do share it, you'll be giving a better, a polished idea. You'll be sharing a polished thought with the people whom you want to implement, like who you want would implement them. So yeah, now I think we should go into your tarot cards now. I'll be shuffling the Rider Waite tarot deck in the video itself. So let's see. I'll be pulling three cards for your overall career for year 2026, and then three cards for your overall health, and three cards for your love and romance. Then let's begin. Okay, so how is pile one's career going to be the year 2026, both career and finances? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. How is pile one's career going to be in 2026? I saw the Page of Cups. We'll see if it wants to come out. It will come out eventually. How is pile one's career going to be for the year? Career and finances going to be for the year 2026? I'm shuffling real bad today. Oh, there are too many cards. I need just three cards, Spirit. Pile one's career and finances. Oh, okay. The High Priestess and the Page of Wands did not really come out, but they were they were lying upside, like they were, I don't know, what do you call it? They were upturned. They were not. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, they were just there. Okay, so you have the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Page of Wands. So I feel like your finances, you you would have money. One thing, like, we should just get it out of the way. The first thing is that you are going to have enough finances to support yourself, to to help with your daily expenses, to save, to enjoy life. But the problem arises when you would want to extensively spend it. I feel like you would feel that there's a lack of money, that there's a lack of finances, when in reality you would have money. It's just that you wouldn't be spending it. You might not be spending it in the most smartest of ways, which you also would be knowing. So it's like, that in like when the time comes, you would know that you're not really using your money in the most intelligent of ways, but you'd still be using it in that exact way and then regretting using it or spending it extensively, which would create this whole Eight of Swords problem, like feeling trapped but not really being trapped. So I think that that would make you feel like you are a very beginner in the finance situation, which you wouldn't really be. Again, you would just be thinking that you really would be in a very you would be in a very good position. Like, I see all these pomegranates which signify prosperity, abundance, but also the Eight of Swords again. So you do know that that money is there, but you're not using it smartly. Why am I not getting words? My vocabulary dies as soon as I'm on the camera. Yeah, your finances are going to be okay, but again, you need to be wise about them. You get into budgeting, get organized, um, assign specific amounts of money for specific amount of tasks, and things would be easier. So yeah, do that. Okay, so now we'll be seeing your health for the year 2026. We have the Five of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles coming up in a health reading. I don't usually do health readings, but I feel like some sort of money would be spent. It might not necessarily be on a disease, but it would be to uh, stay guarded from a disease. Maybe you want to be updated on your health profile, on your diagnostic test. Maybe you're afraid that some sort of symptoms are showing up, and you want to make sure that they do not mean anything serious. So maybe you'll be doing profiling, blood profiling, lipid profiling, whatever. Maybe you just want to be on top of things, and that is why you'd be getting tests done and checkups done, which is, I think, a good thing. But do not indulge excessively into it. Like, don't spend all your money on unnecessary expensive tests. A regular routine test also, does also relay much. You don't have to go in depth for everything. So your health seems good. You just be afraid that some sort of disease is sneaking up on you, when honestly it does not feel like it. That was quick. Okay, then now we're going to see your love life for 2026. Okay, three cards only. How's love and romance going to be for 2026? The Empress, the Seven of Swords, and no, one card only. We have already done two. Stella. Again, one card only. Oh, Ace of Wands. Um, if you are single, or if you haven't really been interested in people, interested in being in a relationship, you might now be somewhat interested, or might there will be someone who might attract you. With the Ace of Wands, you might come across somebody who, flirts a little bit with you, or shows interest in you, which might excite you and might um, I don't know, which might make you feel like that you're interested, but then in reality you wouldn't really be interested. I feel like you still want to be single. Like, the intention, like, there's a want for a partner, but there is no intention to pursue a partner, right? You're more focused on your career, sharpening your mind. I feel like bettering your intellectual faculties than actually pursuing a relationship. So, which is great if you like that, but it's not like people aren't interested in you. People are interested in you. It's just that you don't seem like you want to pursue a relationship right now. So, yeah, that was for love. And now we are going to pull out some charms to see what messages or any extra messages they have for you. Okay, so we have three letters. We have we have U, and we have Z. Then we have this little love sign. I feel like this love sign indicates that somebody is interested in you. I don't necessarily feel that it's in the workplace. It does not feel like a workplace romance or a workplace situation. But yeah, somebody is interested in you is what I feel like. There's also a mermaid charm and an elephant. I feel like these three charms, even with this tree, I feel like all these somehow signify something very lucky. And also, oh my god, I think you're going to be very balanced. Sorry. I think you're going to be very balanced in 2026 because if you see in a way, the wing energy is like the air energy, and then the elephant will be the land energy, and mermaid water, and then I don't know fire, but then the tree branches seem like wands in the Rider Waite tarot deck. So maybe you would be very maybe you would be like the magician. You anything you want would manifest itself because you would be so intentionally working towards it and putting in your effort and not just asking for it. So if you want something, if you had dreams and aspirations that you feel like were put on the back burner in 2025, 2026 is the time to reignite those passions. um, with the with the wing, I feel like you're, I wouldn't say protected, I would say guided. It's not like you're not protected, but I feel like you're guided by your angels. They are trying to show you your path, and that if you, even if you don't want to walk on it, they're going to make you walk on it. With the elephant, I feel like uh, I feel you are somebody who's overly emotional, and that is going to not be a problem this year, because you're going to understand that emotions, especially in professional situations, don't really lead to anything, and they just make chaotic situations even more chaotic. So you're going to understand that your emotions are should be reserved for people who really do understand you on a personal level. So maybe that sort of an emotional intelligence is going to come to you in this year. With the mermaid, I feel like you again are going to appreciate your creativeness, are going to understand that you have all those talents and all those ideas, and you are perfectly capable of executing them, and you're going to appreciate it, and they're also going to bear fruit. So yeah, uh, the letters ZVU could be your initials, somebody who might like you, their initials, somebody around you who you know um, can help you progress in life, in your workplace. It could be their initials, or it could be initials of something important to you. So, okay, while number one, that is all I have for you. I hope it did resonate. If it did, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, pile number two, if you chose the pink star, then this is your reading. The star is somehow reflecting the light. I don't know what's happening. but this is pink. I swear. I don't know. Okay. So this is your reading. We have these cards. This card is from the Art Oracle. This is from the Moonology deck, and this is from the Affirmators deck. The Art Oracle is for your overall personality in 2026 or how you're going to carry yourself. The Moonology card is for anything that you need to learn or unlearn to be better this year. And the Affirmator card is just an affirmation for you. So let's see. We have Damien Hirst. So the first symbol determines the wait, let me check, the life of the artist. The second one is the work they did, and the third one is the inspiration or the source of inspiration. So you have Damien Hirst. I don't know. My pronunciation is not that great, and all these artists are from are of different origins. So please bear with me. Um, where is him? Okay, so he's from United Kingdom, the late 20th century. Damien, more money, more problems. Hearst, adult and fun, terrible, is among the most celebrated and lucrative artists of his generation, a winner of the Turner Prize, and preoccupied with the subject of mortality. Aided by scientific and pharmaceutical advances, Hearst's work offers wry commentary and humanity's ineffective faith in tech and medicine to heal our existential wounds. Among Hearst's trademark flourishes are the suspension of sharks, calves, cow heads, and dissected pigs in formaldehyde, the diamond incrustation of cast human skulls, and the display of so many pharmaceuticals in backlit cabinets. All roads lead to a psychological cul-de-sac. Okay, so just so you know, if you're confused where I'm reading from, this is the guidebook to the Art Oracle. I haven't used this deck a lot, so I still have to read from the guidebook. Okay, so the picture says the card picture. The card says art and science of a confronting mortality. Then it says postpone death, preserve it in formaldehyde, encrust it in diamonds, and talk to your local pharmacist. Um, I want to pull your other cards as well because I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. Okay, we have a personal issue reaches resolution, and we have nature. I'm feeling two things from this particular card. Number one is that um, maybe you're avoiding some sort of a tower moment or some sort of a death in some pattern or situation, or you're afraid of ending some sort of a pattern or situation because you're afraid of things falling down, whatever you have built breaking. And if that is so, you need to not glorify it and let it end, is what I'm hearing. Also, if you had been too busy pursuing work, pursuing your life, pursuing finances, pursuing money, you need to take a seat back and relax. Is all I'm hearing. Relax. Because whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, even if it's in abundance, if it's there in excessive amounts, it's going to end someday, right? You Even if it says postpone death, preserve it in formality, I feel like it wants to mock you saying that. This is like a mockery card, and it wants to make sure that you know that nothing is permanent and that everything is going to dissolve, everything is going to go away with time. And you really need to understand that. Okay. So if you have been putting your hobbies on the back burner, this year you need to bring them out, bring your colors out, bring your clay out, bring your crochet hooks out, and start them again, because You need it, your soul needs it. And hobbies are not, even if they're not money making machines, if they're not money making enterprises, you need to pursue them because they keep us sane, right? Yeah. Uh, and I think you would be able to do that. You'd be able to um, end this craziness that you've been into, the work craziness, which is great because this seems like a very positive card. We have nature here that says it's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man made box. Take a walk in the woods, smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. These cards are so funny. I every time I read one of these, I really do laugh because they're so cute and they're so funny. They're a little bit rude too, and that's like the best combination. So yeah, do something. Go hike in nature, paint, cook, get going for go for pottery. Do something other than working. Okay, so I'd be shuffling the tarot deck, the Rider-Waite tarot deck, here on camera itself, and we'll be seeing your career and finances, love, and also your health. Okay, so yeah, let me shuffle them. Okay, so I'll be pulling out 3 cards for each. Let's begin with your career. With career guidance for pile 2, right? Yeah, I think I've got this. Career guidance for pile 2. Okay. Knight of Cups. Career and finances for pile 2 in 2026. Career and finances for King of Cups. And let's 2 cards. I just need 1 card. Okay, we already have 2. We just need 1 card. 9 of Cups. Immediately, cups coming out in a career reading makes you feel like you might be overwhelmed with your work. You might be overwhelmed with the um, continuous workload that you've been getting, or the like with the absence of rest and the absence of break. You're not just your body, your mind and your soul are also sort of done. And I feel like even after then, even after like not being able to like even after all this, not being able to rest and relax, even after then you're not able to stop working, because this 9 of Cups shows that this makes you feel like that the reward after this is going to be worth it. But then it's not, because it's just 9 of Cups and you feel unfulfilled after that, because like 10 of Cups is the ultimate fulfillment, but you here have a 9. You here have 9 cups. So, and I feel like here's a 10th cup and you're always trying to give it to to make this the 10 of Cups, but it does not really ever become 10 of Cups because you're not truly happy, right? And the initial period of 2026 might go like that until you are totally exhausted and one day you decide, because why I'm saying that again, there's no card here, but we have the 10 of Swords here. So you would be all done, sick, down on road, not able to get up, not be able to go to work, and not do anything uh, in work sense. That is the time you'll realize that, oh no, I need to get in touch with my hobbies now. I need to get in touch with nature now. And that is going to be really forgiving to you, right? For you. Um, regarding your finances, I feel like you are going to have money. You're just not going to have time to spend the money. All your money would be in your bank account untouched because you do not have the time. It's not like you do not have, it's not like somebody's stopping you from spending it or stopping you from pursuing your hobbies. It's just that you yourself are not doing it. So the money is going to be untouched because you are not really participating with it. Yeah, your finances are going to be good, more than satisfactory. It's the workload, which I think after like since this was during the end of the year, since this is all cups, I feel like during the end of the year you're going to realize that, oh no, I cannot do this anymore, and that's when you crash, and you know things pick up from there after that crash. So that is your career for 2026. Now we are going to see your um health for 2026. So okay, Ace of Pentacles. Great. Um, Two of Swords and Death. Guys, I think we did touch base with health in the career and finances part of the reading, and for some reason, this is exactly what came out again. Uh, you are going to swing between emotional distress and mental fog until you go through this death, like this transformation, this epiphany of, oh no, I've been doing it all wrong. uh, Earning money does not mean working 24 hours, or earning money does not mean working 7 days a week. After this is After this, you are going to take the load of yourselves, and you're going to actually work as a team and not be doing it all on your own. And what I'm also saying is that in this time, in this period, as Ace of Pentacles could be taken as spending money on health for health matters, but I feel like this is more of you missing out opportunities because of poor health, or not the best of health, which leads to more distress and more uh, like further declining of your health. So yeah, again, this could come later in the year when you have this epiphany that that you have to do something about your life now. So pretty straightforward. That was your health reading. Now we're going to tap into love and romance for those who want to know. Okay, so how's pile three's love life going to be in 2026? I felt like saying 2023. Maybe 2023 means something to you. I don't know. Pile three's love life in 2026. Again. Okay, I feel like somebody you do have, most probably it might not be for everybody, but if you do, then you might have a partner who is willing to um, give you emotional support, to be there for you emotionally, to be there for you physically, you know, help you in your hard times, be a participant in your happy times, but you are just so freaking busy in work that you don't want it or see it or need it, right? And I don't feel like this relationship is very long term. If it's there, if you're single, then you're going to totally be busy in work and to in like basically advancing your career ahead. But if you're in a relationship, your relationship could be moving slow because of all the work that you've immersed yourself in. You're just trying to make yourself into an emperor while losing on a queen of cups. And I don't mean like a woman by queen of cups and male by emperor. For all I know, uh, you could be a female and you could be in this very extreme masculine energy, right? So mm, yeah, if you're single, I don't think you're going to meet anybody, because actually you could, but again towards the end of the year, and we know why. But not initially. No, it does not feel like it. Even if you do go out with people, they might feel like you have way too strong a personality, which is not bad. It's just that not everybody wants this emperor energy in their partner, which is, I don't know, it may be fine by them, but it's not wrong to have. Is all I'm saying. Okay, so now we are going to pull out some charms to see if there are any additional messages that want to come out. Um, okay. Do we have any additional messages for pile 2? Since there were no letters, so I did like a second pick, and now there are way too many charms. So we have the butterfly, we have a bone, like a dog bone. We have the mermaid, we have, oh, wow. I love when all aspects of the reading come together, and this feels like the death card. And I think it with the butterfly, it does signify that you need to go through this very important transformation to be able to turn into this butterfly, right? Um, we have an elephant, we have what looks like grapes, yeah, grapes. And we have this little girl. We have the letters R, H, C, could be of importance, could be your initials, could be the initials of somebody you love, could be initials of significant places, a fish, and a seahorse. Okay, so, oh, there's a cycle too. Do we have two elephants? Yeah, we have two elephants, pretty similar looking. Okay, so with the little girl and the mermaid, I think you need to tap, and also the bone. You need to tap into your playful side, your creative, playful side. You might have a dog, could be, but what I'm really getting is that you need to get in touch with your creative side and your playful side, and the side that wants to explore and innovate, and that is what would bring this death quickly and easily, right? And it won't pain as much. It won't be very hard breaking this pattern if you slowly start getting in touch um, with your inner child. With the elephant and two elephants walking, and also the grapes, I feel like you need to understand the luxury, or living a luxurious lifestyle does not mean you sacrificing every bit of yourself in attainment of it. It means that you must um, be balanced, like the cycle on two wheels. You must be balanced in every aspect of your life to be able to enjoy when the luxuries come in, right? You need to be at the peak of your health, not even peak, but you need to be healthy, right? If you're sick and you have lots of money, then that lot of money is not of any use. So things need to be balanced. You need to be in a good condition to be able to enjoy it. And then only you can, you know, reap the benefits of your hard work. With the seahorse and the fish, I feel like I am getting fertility. The word that came in my mind is the seahorse. It looks pregnant, and fish I feel are associated with fertility in especially Indian regions of Bihar and Bengal, I think. So fertility came to my mind. Maybe to make the ground fertile to be able to grow. If you want to grow, you need to embrace yourself. Give yourself time, right? You working hard is going to it's, oh, okay, I get it. See, if somebody sows seeds on a patch of land, and then they cultivate it, they harvest it, and then again sow it immediately, not letting the ground heal itself, the next crop is going to be um, faulty. It's not going to turn out good. The next harvest is going to be lesser, and it's going to be um, I am not getting words today. It's basically not going to be good. Okay, let's just put it that way. And I think that is what is being implied here, that if you keep working and working and working, your next project is not going to be as good as your previous project, and then it will just keep on declining. And if you want the soil, if you want the ground to be fertile, you need to give time to yourself. Yeah. So that is something to consider. um, Okay, that is all I'm getting for you, Pile 2. If you did resonate with the reading, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel. Um, and I try to post a video every week, so stay tuned for the next one. Bye bye. Hey there, Pile 3. If you chose the blue star, then this is your pile. So I've already pre-shuffled the oracle cards. We have cards from the Art Oracle, the Monology deck, and the Affirmators deck. The art oracle would signify your overall personality for 2026. The monology card would be something that you need to learn or unlearn to be better this year. And the affirmators deck would give you just an affirmation to bind all this together and any extra message that wants to come through. I would be shuffling the Rider Waite Tarot deck on screen, on camera, and taking out cards for your career and finances, health, and love and romance. So, yeah, let's get into it. We have William Blake with a little bit of an offensive picture, which I'm going to hide, okay, with your star. So, this says the first symbol here represents the life of the artist, the second one their work, and the third one their source of inspiration. So this says hell is hypocrisy on earth, vision requires not sight but spirit, madness in life, genius in death. Then we have confidence is your key to success, and friendliness, just whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today, I'll remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. Okay, since I'm new to the Art Oracle deck, I still use the guidebook, and I'm going to turn to the William Blake page to see what it says. Okay, so here we have William Blake, United Kingdom, late 18th to mid 19th century. When young William Blake saw visions of angels and biblical figures, loved ones suggested he unsee them. Damn weirdo. But those visions were Blake's inspiration. Religious, historical, and imaginary spirits posed for him, he said. Today, this committed naturist would have his own fashion line, but in his own time, Blake was considered a nut job. Even as he led the Romantics with his poetry, illustrations, and engravings, commenting on the dichotomy of want versus action, knowledge versus ignorance. A religious man, Blake hated Bible waving, killjoy hypocrites, and believed in human equality and sexual liberation. Keep fighting, the good fight goes to William Blake. Okay. What I'm immediately getting is that maybe you are perceived as something, perceived as someone, something. Maybe you're perceived as someone not um, normal by the standards of people. You know, not in the crazy sense. I feel like they just do not understand where you're coming from, and uh, it's not your fault and it's not theirs because not everybody thinks the same way. But you not being on the same page with them, you're not getting the same ideas with them, and that is what makes them feel that you might be uh, not them, not somebody they could understand, appreciate, and work with because your ideas are very creative and very different from the crowd. Um, what Spirit wants you to know is that you do not need to hate them. You could always just um, see them as people for who they are and just not take what they say to your heart and believe in yourself and your abilities and your confidence. If you want to start something new this year, it would be a good time. Even if it's a slow venture, it's going to pay off in the end. This is specifically in the case of if you want to start a small business or you've been thinking of start of joining somebody as a partner, you may consider that, and it would bear fruit, not immediately but definitely. So, and I feel like you do believe in yourself. It's just that sometimes people around you demoralize you, demotivate you, and it affects you in ways that it affects every human being, right? So yeah, now I'm going to shuffle your deck and let's see what cards we have for your career and finances. So the Rider Waite Tarot deck that I'm going to use. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the year 2026 for pile 3? Pile 3. Sorry, pile 3. We have the Ten of Wands. Career and finances for pile 3, please. We have the Judgment. Um, and we have the Devil. We also have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which I feel like verifies what I was saying, that um, if uh, if you decide to move forward with your ideas of entrepreneurship or business or like a partnership in career, it is going to pay off. Not initially it might feel like fueling your passion is a burden. Your passion might feel like a burden, but I also can see that you won't leave it because it would feel like it's your calling. which is great because you do understand that this is what you're supposed to do. You're meant to do this, and even if it would feel like a burden, you would be willing to go through the tortures of um, not poverty, but like living living life like a miser, so as to reap the benefits of your passion project and your work later. Can we clarify the devil, please? So please clarify the devil card. We have strength. Okay, when once you start the project or whatever it is that you want to pursue or begin, you might feel like that you're bound to it. That it has bound you, and that you cannot pursue anything else now because you have invested so much of your time and your money and your effort into it. And in a way, that is going to be your strength, and it's going to help you push forward, and that's amazing. I mean, it's a little bit negative in the sense that, I mean, it's towards the negative side of thought, but then it's helping you move forward. So I would feel is great. So yeah, your finances are going to be wobbly initially, and then with the King of Pentacles, they're going to be okay when it starts to, when the business starts to profit, it starts to profit, right? So yeah, pretty simple. Let's see your health for 2026 now. Spirit, how is pile three's health going to be in the year 2026? We have the Ten of Swords. Why are all my piles going to the Ten of Swords? Not all, but like there's this lingering Ten of Swords energy. Pile three's health in 2026 and the star. Your health might take the blow initially because of all the mental burden and all the physical burden you be putting on yourself to make something work, and then it's going to flourish when you see that you've been reaping your benefits, that you have become what you always wanted to become, and that's so very great. Even when you're down, even when you're not feeling that great health wise, you know that this is temporary and this is not something permanent, not something chronic, and it's like stress and fatigue and temporary things that resolve with the results, that would resolve with the results. So yeah, your health is going to be great. Okay, it's just that work is going to put you down a bit, but then it's going to lift you up. Now we're going to see your love and romance. So pile three's love and romance reading for 2026. We have the Ace of Wands. We have nothing. There were three cards, so I put them back. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the World card. Hey, we also have like the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And if you did resonate with pile, no, if not resonate, if you felt called out by pile two, I think it was two. No, God, pile one. If pile one called you, then you might want to check it out. Okay. So, because they also had the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So, if you're in a relationship, you might be planning to pursue something long term and to fixate. You might fixate on a wedding date, or some sort of an elevation, some sort of a step up in the relationship, because the world also talks about completing a cycle, and that would reignite the passion in your relationship, is what I'm feeling. But if you're single, um why why do I feel like all singles are not getting love here? And even if they are, they're not really interested. If you're single, you might be somebody traveling, and you might meet somebody while traveling, but you are closed off. Okay, you are too focused on expanding yourself and your business on or your venture that you don't really have time or interest in pursuing a relationship, which again is okay. As I said, while one, it's okay, and everything has its time, um, but that is what's coming through. So yeah, people would find you attractive because of your personality and your confidence in 2026, but otherwise you yourself don't seem interested. So that is what I have. Now we are going to pull some charms to see if there are any extra messages for you, okay, that want to come through. Messages or guidance for pile 3. uh, we have the letters ZUM, could be letters, could be initials of you, your partner's significant person in your life, could be of significant places, something, anything. um, we have this danger sign, sort of the skull and bones. We have a cat. We have the courage sign, which I feel like relates to the confidence that you're going to get this year. And we have the dragonfly. With a cat, I feel like you'd be too, hey, isn't cat like the Satan's, I don't know, something, which goes to the devil, wala card, the devil card. Um, anyways, I feel like you'd be getting better, more confident, more courageous. You'd be willing to take more risks. You'd also be getting like in cat aura, like you'd be um like you'd all be like, you know that you're something special and something not to be messed with, and something to be loved and cared for, and uh, you that would be some sort of an egotistical point for you, which is not bad because you definitely seem to have earned it. You'd also be transforming in the sense that you'd be, I feel like land and sky. So you'd be moving upwards, and I've placed them like that too. With the help of courage, it's like the enzyme or the catalyst. With Because of courage, you'd be moving up, you'd be upgrading. Yeah, and you'd be experiencing more comfort and freedom in life because of the work you put in, which also goes with the world card. With this danger sort of sign, I feel like you'd be aware that you'd be aware of the risks and everything, but you'll still be willing to charge forward, unafraid uh, of the downfall it brings in the initial phases of your work. So yeah, that is all I'm getting. If you feel you resonated with this reading, please do like, comment on this reading, on this video, and also share and subscribe with your friends and family. And I try and post video every week, so stay tuned for the next one. Bye bye.